Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, then welcome to Chaos. We bought this house in Dumfries and Galloway 8 weeks ago and have been working on it almost non-stop since. So the garden is a project, the house is a project. Last week we were supposed to have a week off to try and relax a little bit. That didn't happen. So lots and lots of projects that we've been doing, which you'll see in this video. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much for watching. So we're in the guest bedroom and John has glued the peeling wallpaper off the ceiling and has given it a couple of coats just to even out the surface. So we'll see how that goes. The walls in this room are pretty good. So this is the next room that's going to be done. So we'll see how it turns out. I think the carpet will be getting replaced. Might as well do that as well. But really nice room. Weird to the ground windows in this room, but great view of the garden. So John has sorted the ceiling in here and we've now had 2 coats of paint, and boy did it need it. It was really yellow. So the coving's been done too. I think that looks alright. Don't think it needs another coat on the coving. And we've now got to decide on the colour for the walls. So you can see it's a very pale, yucky green. With a wine coloured carpet. So we want something nice and restful in this room because it's a bedroom, so I think the wine coloured carpet, well, it's got to go anyway, but don't think we'll be picking a new wine coloured carpet. So I was hoping to go for a trip to the carpet shop today, but as it is 38 degrees, we're having a bit of a siesta now. Well, we took up the old carpet and underlay in this guest bedroom today. Goodness me, listen to that echo. It just shows you what a difference carpeting makes. John has painted the skirting board, which really shows up how yellow everything else is. So there's the skirting board compared to the colour of what was a white radiator. Cupboard doors, they need done. That door needs done. And we're just going to have to see how it looks when the carpet's down. Of course, the problem is when you do the skirting board, you see all the woodwork is pretty tired and yellow. So just look at the difference. Oh. And then of course, once you've done the woodwork, then the radiator looks really kind of work. So that'll probably be next. I just can't believe the difference with the white. The doors look almost magnolia, they're almost the same colour as we painted the walls. Well, it wouldn't be a normal Sunday if you didn't go out and come home with a trailer. So, we need to go and pick up some things for the house, and we can't really do that. Well, we can at the moment. The Shogun will be leaving shortly. And our lovely, beautiful Skoda is not going to have horrible, dirty, heavy, big, yucky things in it. So, we've purchased a trailer. A handy thing to have if you live out in the country, or you are a builder, or a smallholder, or someone with a gardening business. So this is an 8'6" by 5' braked trailer, and I wouldn't say we got it cheap, but I think we paid a fair price for it. John is doing his inspection to make his list of what we need to buy to make this roadworthy and legal. And you'll remember, those of you who have subscribed to the channel, that we did this before not so long ago with the bot trailer. So John and his dad used to have a company called Turnbull Trailers, so he knows what he's doing. So the light bar for this is all working. We need to get a registration plate with the new car, because this is the temporary bit of cardboard that we use to get home. And one of the reasons why you really like this trailer, because it's got drop sides, plus the wheels are underneath the trailer, so when you're towing this, the wheels don't stick out, which gives you a false sense of width. So the extensive list for parts to sort the trailer: the bellows, which is that rubber part, that's sort of shredded. So John, who has everything, has got one.
And it is a Bradley bellows.
Right, what else do you need?
We need brake cables that go to the wheels, and we've not had the wheels off yet. So the wheels will need to come off. We need to check the brake shoes, the bearings and the cables.
But you know you need new
cables.
cables.
It needs cables now, because one's already broke, and you've just changed them all, and that's it done.
Right.
Rear lights we need to sort. If we can get just the lenses, I've got the lens number here.
So that's broken. Right, okay.
So we've got a rear cover. The lights are actually alright, they should be okay. So what we can do is get, it's a Red X 8005. That's not right, 5800. So 5800, it's a pretty standard trailer light. We can get two covers and get the lights off.
So today we have the double glazing firm coming in to replace some of the windows in the house. We can't afford to do them all at one go, but we thought we'd start with the worst ones. So this is a double glaze unit, but it is incredibly old and wooden frame windows, so it's going. We are getting obscure glass that is similar. This window, also in the bathroom, I mean, honestly, who has a window in their shower? But this is going. And we think this is one of the original windows as well. So again, really, this is getting replaced by a fixed pane, so it won't open. And I'll go outside and show you outside. So there you have it. It looks as if at some point it's possible that these may have been one window, because there is a joint there that looks as if it's been put in, and it's not pebble dashed like the others. Well, doesn't that look better? And I've got to say, they've done a lovely job. And very clean workmen, tidied up after themselves and everything. So let's have a look at the window in the shower. So this is just a fixed pane. It looks so much better. And of course, the shower cubicle will not be here forever. So let's go and see what it looks like outside. Very, very pleased with that. This is the outside of the other window that we're having replaced today. So this is a bedroom, but I'm using this as an office. So that's the inside. Why are we replacing this one? Well, this actual unit here doesn't shut, and I'm frightened to open it in case it falls apart. So it is going, and I'll show you that after it's done. So the replacement windows that we're getting will be white in the inside. Well, that's a lot brighter. Can actually sort my office now, but I'm really quite pleased with that. And windows, oh, wrong hand, that open. And the thing is, because they're more modern, they will be better at keeping the heat in, well, and the heat out. So that's the outside of the office, well, bedroom. So I've got a wee project of my own. So we bought a set of 4 chairs for, well, we've got a dining room table with 6 chairs, but we don't need a dining room table with 6 chairs, and I never really kind of liked the dining room table anyway. So we've got a lovely antique pine round dining table that will allow us 4 chairs. So we found these in Marketplace, and for the 4 chairs it was £40, which is £10 a chair. Now, the bases come out, so the seat pads are actually lovely. They really are lovely. And it's a kind of lavendery blue colour. I can't really see, it looks very light there, but it's a lavendery blue. But the chairs themselves have been painted gold. So we've had a wee try with the sandpaper, and they are very light coloured wood. And we're going to have a wee sand down. One of them's had a bit of an incident. So let's just see if we can. So that has had a bit of an incident. So John said an Explorer, this had a crack in it, and John has glued it back together again, and the tape is just holding that together. But this is a little project for me to sand down the gold, and then we thought to go with the kind of bluey grey seats. We can do the chairs spray painted pale grey. So the bases come out, they just get screwed back in, so, and they're nice enough. So that is a wee thing for me to do. Okay, chairs have been sanded down and spray painted. So we picked a nice kind of medium grey. Don't put that on that, it's not dry.
No matter.
And that's how it's going to look. So we just need to wait, and then we'll be putting a second coat of paint on. So these are the lovely chairs, all put back together, 2 coats of paint. Don't they look smart? Don't they look smart? They were £10 each. And I think that's a pretty good buy actually, because the seats are perfect and the colour's good. So a little bit of upcycling has worked wonders. Well, it's the big reveal for the guest bedroom, and I've got to say I'm really pleased with it. So, magnolia on the walls, white ceiling and coving. We're going to leave the curtains at the moment. I actually don't mind them too much, and they've got black outlinings. But everything has come up nice. So that's a little mirror I bought very cheap off Facebook. Radiator's been painted. John was not very impressed with the radiator paint, I've got to say. Doors, cupboard doors, everything nice and clean. So, and the grey carpet, of course, is new. So when my son comes to say, he'll be delighted to know it doesn't smell of grannies in here anymore. So if you've never had success with these, I'm about to share a couple of tips that I've found really useful. So first of all, you've got to find a really sunny spot for them. They love their tubers being baked. So I've decided that these are going to go at the front of this border here. Remember the border that I planted the lovely lupins in? Well, the rabbits thought they were lovely as well. So there's not an awful lot left of the lupins. You live and learn. So I'm going to plant them in here. And the other thing is, if you haven't got really free draining soil, you do need to incorporate a wee bit of grit in there. So as you can see, our soil is as dry as a bone, and it is pretty free draining, so they'll be fine in there. Now, I'm just going to show you this before I put it in. Really nice root system, but you don't want to bury it. You want it sitting so the tuber is basically on the surface of the soil. So, as you can see, the depths here are slightly different, with the pot being above the soil slightly, and that means that the tuber can roast in the sun. When you're happy with that and you've popped your label in, because let's face it, none of us have the memories that we once had, and when these irises grow, and they will grow, they'll love it here. If they get a bit big, I can split them and I can pop them in other places. So irises, bearded irises are a good bargain to buy. So give it a good water, and that's you done.